While deciding on a topic for our documentary, we asked a variety of different people what they thought would be interesting to see. An overwhelming majority of the people said pirates. So we posed them the question, why pirates?
Pirates. Arr!
I think pirates are interesting because they have eye patches.
Pirates have gained so much popularity because of mass culture and due to the Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
You never really learn about what they do.
You have the sense of awe, and at the same time, a feeling to board the ships with the pirates themselves.
They're basically allowed to have fun and do whatever they want, but if they get captured, then they're screwed and they will be killed. So that's why you should become a pirate.
There is modern pirates right now and the whole thing going on in Somalia with like the US ships, and I think that's really interesting to learn about current issues and then like compare and contrast them with those issues that were way back.
Speaking of pirates way back when, let's get to our first topic, ancient pirates. One of the most famous, if not the most famous, of the ancient pirates is Edward Teach, who's most commonly known as Blackbeard. After serving in the crew of a pirate captain named Thornagold, he took over another captured vessel in 1717, renamed it the Queen Anne's Revenge, and became the infamous captain of his own ship. Much of his infamy comes from his appearance. The best description was by Captain Charles Johnson, who authored a pirate history published 6 years after Blackbeard's death. Here, he goes into description about the beard. This beard was black, which he suffered to grow of an extravagant length. He was accustomed to twist it with ribbons in small tails, and turn them about his ears. In time of action, he stuck lighted matches under his hat, which appearing on each side of his face, his eyes naturally looking fierce and wild, made him altogether such a figure that imagination cannot form an idea of a fury from hell to look more frightful. Another aspect of his infamy came from the many gruesome actions he did unto his victims. He would gut captives and feed their entrails to the sharks. He sliced off a prisoner's ears and forced the man to eat them. He'd also turn on his crew, sometimes even marooning them when he didn't want to share the bounty. Though there was a fine line between fact and legend, Blackbeard's cruelty rightly earned him the very real nickname of the Devil's Brother. Blackbeard's death occurred in the battle between himself and Lieutenant Robert Maynard, an officer with orders to search for pirates and force them to leave off the Carolina coast. Blackbeard was decapitated by Maynard, and his head was hung from the bowsprit of Maynard's boat. Though Blackbeard had been killed, his legacy lived on.
In the know. Women pirates. While women weren't technically allowed to sail on pirate ships, some women took to the seas and plundered along with the best of them. The women that will be mentioned in this documentary are Anne Bonny, Mary Read, and Ching Shi. Anne Bonny was born around 1700 out of wedlock. Due to the scandal, her parents had to sail to America from Ireland. As a teenager, Anne married James Bonny, who was just a poor sailor. Her father kicked her out, and Anne left to sail with her husband to New Providence in the Caribbean. She joined the crew of pirate captain Jack Rackham, a.k.a. Calico Jack, after leaving James due to her disapproval of his working as a paid informant providing information to capture pirates. It is not sure if Anne Bonny hid that she was a woman or not. Some witnesses claimed they saw her wear dresses on board the ship. Even so, she was strong, courageous, and could wield a cutlass and pistol well. Another crew member of the pirate ship was also a woman, Mary Read. She and Anne Bonny became friends. Around the end of 1720, Calico Jack and his crew had taken over a ship known as the William. Captain Jonathan Bartnett, commissioned to capture pirates, saw the ship in the evening and overtook the pirates. The pirate men were reportedly all passed out or drunk, so Mary and Anne were the only two who had fought, but it wasn't enough. The entire pirate crew was sentenced to hang, the men before the women. When it was time for the women's trial, both Anne and Mary said they were pregnant. Both were found to be truthful, and their executions were postponed. Anne was able to escape the prison but mysteriously vanished from any official records. It is possible that her father finally forgave her and was able to ransom her back to get a new name and new life.